Don Rush here, West Coast Classic Cougar, and today I want to show you my 1970 four-barrel Cleveland 4-speed XR7. And this is a really low-mile car, and it's unrestored. And I often get asked, how do you find these cars? And everybody assumes I steal them. Well, this one was on the internet, actually changed hands about 3 times in the last 5 years. It was on barnfinders.com, it was on eBay, it was on the forums. This is a well-known car. Fortunately, each person that touched this car did very little. Each person changed the wheels and tires. So I'm glad that is all that happened. So I paid $27,200 for this car, which in the condition I got it in, I think that was the money. And I pay up on these cars because the days of, getting really good deals on barn finds they're dwindling. If you want to buy really cool, low mile, well optioned cars, you got to step up for them. So that's what I did on this. And believe it or not, usually on these cars, I just sell them at cost. So I paid $27,200 for it. And the first thing I do is go to my store and I go shopping. So right now I got about 2 pages of invoice items I've put on there. And I got a little ways to go yet. I really would like to find a dash pad for this car. Yes, I got a grade A, excellent used dash pad, but it's black and I don't want to paint one. I want to find a medium brown ginger dash pad that looks like it was on this car since day one. So yeah, if you know where a dash pad is, that'd be great. I'd also like to upgrade a few of these interior pieces. The driver's side seat here has been patched. So somebody out there has a pristine passenger side seat that I could take apart and get the patch panel for. I'm half tempted to turn this into a houndstooth car, but it's such a rare car, I think I'll let the next owner make that decision. But this one is for sale. What I paid for it, $27,200 plus whatever that invoice is when I'm done with it. What I like about this car is so many times cars like this have been loved on too many times, buffed and waxed. And if you look at this 100% original paint, you'll see all the high spots still have their paint. They aren't rubbed thin. Right here is a place they always rub thin. People like to lean over and you got a little bit of thinness going on right there. But a lot of times the paint's just shot. This being a New Mexico car and metallic, it's just really fortunate the paint's in this kind of condition. Same with the original vinyl top. Another thing I love about this car is the headlights will stay down for months, I'm told. I don't know how many months, but I haven't started in a month. And just now I pulled it out of the garage and I coasted it back just to show you that the headlights stay down on this. In fact, I want to go open them up right now and see if I can open them and close them. And the springs are still attached, by the way. So we got to open. Do we have a close? No, there's not enough stored vacuum. So anyway, something else cool, low mile cars, you never see this. Check this out. When I turn on the headlights, the buzzer goes off. Most people disconnected those long ago. And when I put the key in it, the buzzer goes off. And you have to put it in reverse to get the key out. Still got the reverse lockout safety anti-theft feature. But anyway, as you look at this car, there's a few things I want to do. I've already bought the clock. The clock does not work, so I'm going to upgrade the clock. Dash pad, I've already replaced the mirror lens. But yeah, just look at this interior. It's just, the door panels are pristine. No sun damage, no nicks. Even the armrests, those will scrub up. I don't think this car's ever been detailed. Needs a good scrubbing. Needs to be done carefully. A car like this, you don't just send to the detail shop. You spend 300 hours on it yourself in the driveway. Like, one of the things I do right away is take apart these pit-free taillights, and there are no pits up here. Take apart these pit-free taillights and hand polish everything here, and then peel this off and repaint the emblem underneath it and put clear back over it. So this car needs to go to somebody that has a love for originality and detailing and wants to put the time into it. It runs sweet. Clutch is chattering a little bit, so that's on my agenda. So on cars like this, what most people do is they put a car up for sale and they drop the price. What I do is I put a car up for sale and I raise the price every couple of weeks, depending on what I've done to it. So if I put a clutch in this, it's gonna go up another 600 bucks in price, give or take. You know, I gotta resurface the flywheel and buy another clutch and the labor to get the tranny in and out, which isn't much. So anyway, only downfall on this car, and by the way, this is basically an eliminator with leather. Competition handling package. Of course, you got the same gauges and everything as a eliminator. 4-barrel Cleveland 4-speed, but not an eliminator. It's definitely an XR7. But the one thing I'm not crazy about is the original owner purposely ordered it with drum brakes and no air conditioning. So I would be, if you wanted to make an offer on it with disc brakes, we could do that too. So I'm going to have Junior just walk around it and show a little bit of the originality of this car. Obviously, it needs a hardcore detail on the engine. We still got the OK sticker here, the S-tube, the remnants of this sticker. That is not a reproduction. But you start getting down to stuff like this, you know, this PVC, the hose, that needs to be updated. I'd put more original looking shocks in it. I'd get a correct starter solenoid. There's supposed to be a bracket going off this. You know, we still got the Fomoco on the radiator. But yeah, there's a bunch of things you could do. Check out that hood pad. Here's another thing I love about these original cars. People don't realize it, but look at all the different colors here. This is kind of a gray. That's black. Then you got a kind of a green tint to this actuator here. Of course, this is flat black. People like to paint everything the same color, but they came from many suppliers, and each supplier had its own version of what black or semi-gloss black was. So that's not how they came from the factory. So yeah, 100% rust-free New Mexico car. There are no tiny dimples in the corners of the door. This is the worst area paint in the whole car because the way they parked, but notice no touch-up paint. This does have the protection package, so you got the floor mats, the bumper guards, the door edge guards, the hood light. Nice little package there. It's got new tires. Front ones only have 100 yards on them. Anyway, if you want to learn more about this car, stop by in person. That's the best way to do it. Once I get further along, I'll do another video, but if there's somebody that wants to take this off my hands now, I'll stop now. If not, the further we get, by the end of this summer, it'd probably be a $40,000 car. Give us a call, West Coast Classic Cougar. Not bad for a January startup. Hasn't been started for a month. By the way, nice.